Hello you sexy biscuits and welcome into something a little bit different. Today we're going to play my favourite game ever made, Driver, with the PS1 Classic controller. I'm so excited to do this. I really want to kind of feel the nostalgia wash all over me. So first things first, we're going to type in the code for L1, R2, R1, L2, L1, L1. Did that work? Did that work? Oh my god, did that work? Yes! It worked! Okay, perfect. Right, now, there are a few other cheats I remember, but we're not going to do that. We're just going to stick with invincibility and go for some classic Take a Ride. Honestly, right now, I'm so excited to do this because it's like it's a real PS1 controller. There is no difference between this and the original digital controller. The nostalgia right now. Okay, so we obviously don't have analog control. We only have D-pad. So this is going to be interesting. Now, my favourite button is the burnout button. Does it work? Okay. I'm so happy right now. Okay, we're just going to just honestly right now, this game is held up incredibly well. 1999, I think this was. This came out before the 3D GTAs came out. Okay, I'm gonna say right now, it's a little bit touchy. It's a tad bit touchy. If you notice, I'm kind of going left to right quite heavily. Ooh, okay, we're fine. Everything's awesome. Everything's fine. Oh my god. I think the first thing we have to do is initiate some form of car chase. Now, because this game was well ahead of its time, if a cop sees you pull a stunt like that, they're going to start chasing you, like in real life. Unfortunately, games of nowadays don't appear to have any features like that. That was terrible. That was awful. Okay, can we still do the 180? Yes, we can. Okay, perfect. One of my favourite things to do in this game is to get the car to go onto its side, or get a police car to go onto their side, and then just nudge them very gently on their underbelly. Now, what that basically does, it sends their car careening into the sky at 100 million miles an hour, and it's the funniest bug in any video game. It's so much fun. Okay, let's see if we can get away from this guy. Now, with skill and determination and a slightly iffy controller, we're going to see if we can do this. I haven't played this game in about a year and a half, possibly 2. It's fine, we just got to stay away, keep going as fast as physically possible, keep this guy on my ass. Now, will he crash his car if I keep doing this? This kind of works in Grand Theft Auto. No, he annoyingly is staying on me quite tight right now. Oh, how the hell did we make it through that gap? Holy crap. The only thing with the police in this game is they don't bother checking that, you know, the pavements have giant gaps where you can just drive straight through their roadblocks. They don't seem to pick up on that, and that might be an issue, but it's fine. Also, yes, you can't run over pedestrians. I think that's been made pretty clear by the fact that guy should have died. Oh, listen to her scream. Oh, I am so sorry. The San Francisco map is not only brilliant in terms of its layout because it's just drift heaven, especially if you can get to go around some of those corners at quite high speeds, but it also has the fact that there are many, many jumps. And one thing about this game... Oh, I'm almost died. One thing about this game is the fact that if you fall over, that's it. You're dead. The game quits. You're done for. Also, if you probably noticed right now, I'm on the tram tracks, and yes, there is a tram, and yes, it is real, and it drives around, and the fun thing you can do with the tram is literally drive up to it, and then kind of park in front of it, and just let it push you all around town. Although, if you go into it head first, it's not pretty. We're fine. Everything is fine. Okay, so what I've got to say about this controller, it's quite good. It feels like it used to. I'm going to say I prefer analog control, if I'm honest, because as you just saw there, the car turns way too tight. That's not how tight it used to turn. It's throwing me off a little bit. I used to be quite good at this game. This was like my bread and butter when I was growing up. Well, I'm actually just poor. This is the only game we could afford for the PS1. This and Tomb Raider, which I barely played because it was hard. My... And there you have it. That's... That is oddly a common occurrence in this game. Okay, what we're going to do is, I think we're going to play again, but this time I'm going to try and get to the bottom of the map, because there is something at the bottom of the map which I really like. Also, another interesting thing about this game is the fact that you have this really cool like cinematic view, and you can like throw your car around and like it follows you and stuff. Whee! Now, there is a film director mode in this game. I get bored very easily, so I didn't really ever use it. But it exists for people who actually want to sit down and try and make their own movies, and I have seen some pretty impressive ones. Yeah, there is a lot of really cool things about this game, and if you've never played it, you are missing out. It is absolutely bloody brilliant. I don't know. Oh yes, I'm speeding. That's why he noticed me. God dang it. Okay, right, well that didn't go to plan. I didn't want to get caught by the cops already. I wanted to show something, but unfortunately I can't remember where it is, because it has been about 20 years since I used to do it. Something that always fascinated me is the grass in this game. Look at that, the car is actually sliding, it's losing grip, because of course the grass would, your car would fly all over the place. I think that is such an incredible piece of attention to detail. That is so awesome. Woo! Okay, we're fine. I almost had a heart attack. Breathe. Breathe. Okay. Through the gap that they didn't bother to fill. Seriously, the cops in this town are bloody useless. I remember picking this game up from Pink Planet, it must have been, and I was sat in the back of my dad's car. Now, he was doing shopping. I think everyone had this experience while growing up. You kind of sit in the car waiting for your parents to take you home, because, of course, I wasn't old enough to drive myself. And I was sat in the back of the car, and I was skimming through the manual of this new game that I'd got, Driver. Yes, this game, in fact. On the back of the box it says, outrun the cops. They lied to me. You cannot outrun the cops. You cannot outrun the cops in this game. They are outrunnable. And that always pissed me off. I always felt almost lied to by the developer. Now, you're probably wondering what I'm doing here. I'm trying to find the location of one of the biggest glitches in this game. Because for some reason, they built this lovely warehouse area over here, but they forgot to fill in a certain area, and I'm going to show you what I mean. Oh my god, holy crap. One other thing is, yes, the cops in this game, pretty brutal. If I'm honest, they do not back off. If they hit you, you're dead. If you don't have invincibility on, you last about 3 seconds. It is pretty awful. And yes, there is a survival mode in this game. Don't play it. Just don't play the survival mode. You will die instantly. I think I was only ever able to last about 2 minutes, not even that. I've got to take into account right now that I haven't been here in about 20 years, so I'm probably not going to fight this immediately, so we're just going to have to keep driving around. As soon as I see it, I'll know. Guys, like real life trying to find where I'm going. What I really need right now is a bloody TomTom. I need a sat-nav. Help! Sat-nav! Oh, I think I found it. It's over there. Yes, there it is. It's right there. Okay, perfect. Okay, now I'm going to blow your bloody minds, because you're probably thinking, but Roxy, this is a fantastic game that's very well made. There are no issues with it. What? Well, you'd be wrong. You'd be very wrong, because unfortunately there are quite a few issues with this game, and that's mainly why I love it so much. Like that one. Like the fact I just got pushed out of the air. Oh my god, this game. I swear to god, you need to just experience this. Alright, we're going to try and find another way in, because the police will not let me go that way. Okay, it's still there. Good, it hasn't gone. Perfect. You know what, though? I will say, the car does handle pretty well if you're using a proper analog stick. It is actually quite ahead of its time in terms of control. and how the car handles. The physics are actually very well done. Now, I didn't really want police to be here when I'm doing this, so could you piss off? Thank you. Right, now, you've got to be very careful here and reverse your car. What's that? What's that? Oh, I've just entered the bloody Matrix. That's what's just happened. Now, you've got to stay exactly on course. Otherwise, you'll fall to your death and die immediately. Now, you probably can tell right now that I'm about to get an epileptic shock. So we're going to try and drive out of here as fast as possible. Police cannot get in here. Look at that, see? But you can't go back through. It is a one-way only system. Because why not? Also, I've got to admit, I'm pretty impressed with myself that I remembered that after all this bloody time. Right, you know what? I think what we're going to do is go out in style and just try and take out as many police as I can. Now, of course, oh my god, how am I not dead right now? What I want to try and do is get the car so it goes on its side, but I don't know if that's going to be very viable here. So we're going to try that. Okay, so what I'm going to try and do is get myself to go over a ramp and then land on my side. Oh! Okay, I flipped the car. So much for trying to have it so we can actually flip the car on its side. Anyway, I think I'm going to end it there. I hope you guys enjoyed this very random Sunday video. I may return to some more retro games soon with my PS1 controller. You know what, I'm still quite impressed that this actually works with PCs if you just plug it in via the USB slot. Anyway, thanks so much for watching, but until next time, that's me, out. Bye guys.